I've spent a lot of time talking about operating agreements in previous sections, and I gave you a hint as to what an operating agreement was, why you need one, what it kind of does. Now I want to be more specific about the things that you need to include in your operating agreement in order for it to be legit. Remember that besides the articles of incorporation, your operating agreement is probably the most important document that you're going to file when it comes to your business. So you really want to have a good operating agreement so that there are no misunderstandings. The reason that you create contracts with your friends is because if there are contracts, then nobody gets confused about what everyone was supposed to do, who did what, things like that. And that helps you to avoid fights. You do not want to have a lot of fights when you start your business. And the way people fight is because of misunderstandings. So let's talk about the operating agreement and what it is you want to include in your operating agreement when you form your business. Well, the first thing you want to include in your operating agreement is you have to pretty much include the name of the company that you're creating. So if your names are Billy and Joseph and you say, we want to create Billy and Joseph's Cookies, then you would put Billy and Joseph's Cookies in the agreement. And you want to mention the name of the company so people know what company you're talking about. Also, you want to mention the owners of the company or the members of the company. The members would be Billy and Joseph. So you would put Billy Smith and Joseph Wilson or whatever your names are, right? So you list who is a member of the company as well as the name of the company created. After that, you want to list the structure of the company. Is your company a sole proprietorship? Is it a partnership? Is it a C Corp, an S Corp, or an LLC or something like that? So you mention the structure. After you mention the structure, you talk about how the company is going to be managed. You could say Billy is the president and Joey's going to be the vice president, and maybe Mary's going to be the marketing manager, and everybody owns some percentage of the company. The next thing you want to mention is, how do the members get to vote? Who gets how many votes? Not everybody gets the same ability to decide what the company is going to do. You may decide that some people on the team are going to get more power than others. So one person may have 5 votes, another person may only have 2. You want to understand that because you want to understand who gets to decide what the company is going to do next. Who has the most power in that company? That's really, really important. And you also talk about how the company is chopped up into pieces. You might say Mary owns 20%, Billy owns 30%, and Joey owns the rest, right? So basically, you want to put that in the operating agreement and make that crystal clear, because if you ever have to go to court or you ever have anybody that wants to invest in the business or somebody wants to loan money to the business, like an investor or a banker, they're going to want to see the operating agreement to understand whether you're professional and whether your company is legitimate or not.